Can I show you 10 ways that people are earning $700 a day, $2,000 a day, and sometimes even over $3,000 per day using Google's insanely powerful Nano Banana AI image generator that you can get for free? And can I show you the prompts and tricks that they are using, including the prompts and tricks that I'm using in my own person AI business that makes money with Nano Banana? Well, that's the challenge I've set myself today. And since your time is valuable, I don't want to waste any of it. So, let's just jump straight into it. And we'll start out with the first way that people are making money. Learn to draw books. So, people are self-publishing these with the help of AI. And these can make a lot of money. For example, check it out. This book was published just 2 months ago as of me filming this video. And it's a cool concept. You can see that it features popular pictures kids like to draw, then breaks it down into different shapes needed to make the picture. And check this out. If we come and take the bestsellers rank for this book and then pop it into an Amazon sales estimator tool, you'll see that it estimates that this book is selling between 23 to 29 copies a day. Which means we can estimate that this book is bringing in anywhere from $250 to over $300 in sales per day. And that's not all, because this creator also launched 2 other books on the same day, too, releasing 3 books in total. And so if we take their bestsellers ranking and calculate their sales and add them into the mix, it comes out in total to anywhere from $711 to over $800 in sales per day. Wow! And you know, these days, of course, it's never been easier to self-publish a book like this thanks to Amazon's self-publishing service, KDP. You just upload a PDF of the book that you want to sell, and Amazon will turn it into a listing. And then each time a customer buys one of your books, their print-on-demand service will print your book and ship it out to the customer. They'll remove their printing and shipping cost from the money paid and pay you the rest of the profit as a commission. So it's quite a passive hands-off business model. And as I said, creators these days are using AI to help them create books like this. And in particular, Nano Banana Pro, which is Google's AI image generator, is especially useful as it can help you create these learn-to-draw images. And so if you want to get this for free, currently you can, because it is included in the Pro version of Google's AI Gemini, which right now is giving away a 1-month subscription for free. So if you don't have it already, you can sign up to access it for free. Then come inside of Gemini and select Nano Banana. Then explain what you want to draw. So for me, I uploaded a reference image of the style I wanted and I got it to draw for me a smiling goldfish. Next, I explained that I wanted it to turn this image into a 6-step learn-to-draw style image. And it's kind of crazy, but in just a few seconds, it made it for me. And so, of course, you could ask Nano Banana to now make any changes to it that you want. For example, I realized that the original circle didn't include the section where the tail fins attach to. For someone to follow these instructions, they would have had to have rubbed out an opening to the circle, which is not what we want. We want the child to be able to draw the goldfish in one go. So, I asked Nano Banana to change the first circle to add it in. Although, as you can see, I accidentally asked it to add it on the left instead of the right. So, I just fixed it by asking it to switch it to the right, and it did it no problem. That's how simple it is to edit images. You just ask for exactly what you want. I also find it helps if I explain why I want the change to, since Nano Banana can use that to add context to what it draws. And so, of course, once you have your images the way that you want them, you can just download them and pop them into a PDF creator like Canva and then upload your PDF directly to Amazon KDP. And I'll tell you something, right? Nano Banana is also amazing at creating scavenger hunt books, which can be very popular on Amazon as well. So, for example, take this book here that was also independently published. Well, as you can see, the premise is simple. These are pages packed with objects and monster trucks that are hidden inside of it for kids to spot and find. And well, if we go ahead and take its bestseller rank number and pop it into an Amazon sales estimator tool, you'll see it estimates it's selling anywhere from 5,000 to over 9,000 copies per month, which is kind of crazy when you consider that this is just one of over 30 books that this author has independently published in the past few years. Now, I have no idea if this creator is using AI or not to make these, but I wouldn't be surprised if they are given that they were able to create and publish so many so quickly. But yes, let me now show you how I would use Nano Banana myself to make my own scavenger hunt book. So, first of all, I got it to create for me a large, bright, colorful picture that could be printed across 2 book pages. Then I just came and made a few tweaks to it. Sometimes then a banana will get the image perfect on the first go. Other times you have to tweak it, but since you can just tell it what you want, making these tweaks I find is pretty simple. Then once I had the image I wanted, I just downloaded it and then uploaded it into my favorite graphics editing app, which is Canva. And I added a rectangle where I wanted to add in my "Can you spot this" panel. And then I just came and uploaded this image back into Nano Banana, and asked it to replace this rectangle with that panel and told it which animals I wanted it to add into the panel. And then that was it. Nano Banana went and added the panel for me, which is super cool. And you know, speaking of creating and selling books, this leads me on to the next way that people are making money. Because you see, here's the thing, right? When you publish a book, it's not just the book content that you need to create, is it? Nope. It's the book cover, too. And you know, people are paying a lot of money to design agencies and freelancers that specialize in designing book covers. For example, I checked out this digital design agency that's been selling custom KDP book covers for a few months on Fiverr, and look, they have 14 orders in the queue with their average gig price being $225. Well, if you do the math, if you calculate the sales and remove Fiverr service fee, it still comes out to over $2,500. Wow. And the really cool thing about Nano Banana is that it is amazing at helping you create book covers. Yet very few people seem to know that they can use it for this purpose. So it almost feels like a bit of a secret. For example, I gave it an example book title, author, and some details about what I wanted my book cover to include and then let it go ahead and generate a cover for me. And it's kind of crazy, but in just a few seconds, it generated a cover for me. And then once you've got your cover looking the way that you want, you can even start a new chat and ask the AI to turn it into a 3D mockup for you as well. Nano Banana is really good at taking a 2D image of a product and turning it into a full 3D mockup. And actually, speaking of being able to generate 3D mockups, this brings me on to another Nano Banana trick that very few people seem to know about, which is this. You can use it to create and draw a brand identity kit for you. Tell it what business you need to create a brand identity for and tell it what the kit should contain, such as logos, favicons, and a color palette. And then let it do its magic. And here's the thing, right? Not only is this helpful for anyone who is starting their own new business or launching a new product and needs help creating their branding, but right now branding is actually pretty popular, especially if you combine branding kits with 3D mockups. For example, you take this design agency here on Fiverr. Their top-selling gig combines a brand identity kit with 3D mockups which they are selling for $150. And look, they have 58 orders in the queue. Wow. But yes, let's now discuss the next way people are making money with Nano Banana, and that is with trendy AI animation videos. So, for example, you take this channel here on YouTube. It specializes in making AI animated YouTube shorts that are cool time lapses. These videos are super trendy and popular right now. For example, this video was posted just 9 days ago and has already had over 59 million views. And as you can see on their social blade, this channel as a whole has had 300 million views in the past 30 days. Wow, that's kind of crazy. Especially when you consider YouTube has a monetization program, the partner program, which lets us creators earn money from our videos. And here's a quick tip. An easy way to tell if a channel is in the partner program is if they have a membership. So, if you click join on this channel, for example, you can sign up for a paid fan membership. Now, not all channels turn it on. For example, I haven't turned it on, but if a channel has, then since it's a partner program only feature, they have to be in the program. So, I went on to Reddit to see what YouTube Shorts creators these days are reporting to be earning for their videos, and the most common rate I saw posted was a 20-cent RPM, which means revenue per 1,000 views, which means if we do the math, if they have a similar RPM, we could estimate that they could have earned over $60,000 for the month. Wow, that is absolutely crazy. Especially when you see that with the right AI tools, these can be surprisingly simple to make. And for us, we will be using 2 AI tools. And obviously, one of those tools is going to be Nano Banana AI. And the second tool we'll be using is Kling, the most popular frame-to-frame AI animator that's currently available. And we will be using both of these tools to create mini clips, which we can then combine together. Because you see, take this video here, right? It's had over 7 million views in the past 3 days. And well, if you watch it closely, you will notice that it is actually 5 mini clips that have been combined together in a video editor and then sped up. And so now that we know how these are made, let's try it out for ourselves. So, first I asked Banana to create a picture of an empty room. And then I downloaded it to my computer and I started a new chat and uploaded the first image it made and asked it to change the floor and make it look like it had black stones added to it. And then I downloaded this image and I opened up that AI animator Kling and I used the first Nano Banana image as the first frame and the second image as the final frame. And I told her to add an animation in between these 2 frames showing a time lapse of workers coming in and adding these stones. And then that was it. Kling made a time lapse for me showing workers coming in and adding in the black stones to the floor. So, next up, I opened a new chat again with Nano Banana and asked it to edit the picture that we made with the black stones and to add epoxing to the flooring. And I uploaded this image. And I came back to Kling and I changed it so that the black stone image now was the first frame and put a new image as the final frame. And I told Kling to add a smooth time lapse, this time showing workers coming in and adding the epoxy to the flooring and then drying in place. And guess what? It made this time lapse for me, no problem. So now we have just one more mini clip to add into this video. So again, I came back to Nano Banana and uploaded the epoxy flooring image. And then I got it to add furniture to the scene. And once it had made that image for me, I then downloaded it. And then finally, I came back to Kling and again switched it so that the epoxy flooring image was the first frame and a new image was the final frame. And I prompted it telling Kayang to add an animation showing a smooth time lapse of workers coming in and adding the furniture. And that's it. Kling made it for me. So, here's the final animation with all of our mini clips combined and speed up in a video editor. And to make this, I use 75 credits. And something to keep in mind is that while you can try Kling for free, to use it commercially, you do need to upgrade to a paid plan. Luckily though, they are still running a promo here where if you sign up using a referral code, you can get 50% free extra credits for the first month. So, you do the math, right? The $7 plan would give you 990 credits, which means you could make up to 13 videos like this. Meaning each video would cost just 54. Wow, that's insanely cheap. Especially when you consider that you'd have to pay a human animator anywhere from $200 to $500 to make a video like this for you. It's just insane, isn't it? How AI has made so many previously expensive business ideas finally affordable. So, if you need to access a referral code, I'll include a link to mine in the description of this video. And here's the thing, this isn't the only way that people are making money from these animated time lapses. I've also noticed a trend of people posting them to Instagram, such as this account here. They post these time lapses as reels, with several going viral. For example, this one was posted just 1 month ago, and it's already had over 4.8 million views. And it's interesting because if you click their Instagram story, they have posted a clip which contains a phone number that you can call to get help for home renovations. So my guess is that they are collecting phone numbers of people who are looking for luxury home renovations and then selling them as leads to renovation companies in the client's local area. Plus, there is another way that people are making money with these Nano Banana frame-to-frame animations, and it's by starting an animation industry that focuses on a specialized customer. So, basically, I wouldn't just open a general animation agency. Instead, I would pick a niche customer and then create specialized animation services directly for them. Yep. For example, take this animation agency here on Fiverr. They specialize in creating animations for musicians that want their Spotify covers animated. By niching down, you can see they've been successful and have 4 orders in the queue today. And given their average standard price gig is $60, that means we can estimate that they've made about $200, which is very cool. Okay, I think it is time to shift gears and talk about the method that I am personally using to make money in my own AI business using Nano Banana AI, which, as my longtime subscribers know, is actually quite simple. I generate pictures that I then sell onto print-on-demand products for a profit by selling them with both Etsy and Shopify. Because seriously, print-on-demand products can be very popular. For example, take this t-shirt here on Etsy. In the past 24 hours, 11 people have bought this. And take this print-on-demand mug here on Etsy. In the past 24 hours, 23 people have bought it. But here's the thing, right? They don't just sell well on Etsy. They are also popular on Amazon, too. So, for example, this print-on-demand t-shirt here has had over 2,000 sales in the past month. And check out this t-shirt here, which features a picture of a cat eating a bowl of Japanese ramen. If you take a look, you can see it's had 3,000 sales this month. And check out this t-shirt here. Again, it's the same trend, a cat eating a bowl of noodles. And look, it has also had over 4,000 sales in the past month, which, if you do the math, means that this one single t-shirt design has made anywhere from $79,000 to over $99,000 in sales. Wow! That's on average anywhere from $2,500 to over $3,000 a day, which is just bonkers. And here's the thing, right? If you come up with the idea and concept for a design, Nano Banana is, in my experience, incredible at turning it into a reality for you. So, what I do is I use Nano Banana to help me create my images that I want to sell as product designs. And then I come to print-on-demand apps like Printify and Printle, which contain a huge range of blank products that you can customize and sell. So, I just pick a product that I want to sell, such as a t-shirt, and upload my design onto it. And then I list it for sale online for a markup price. And Printify and Printle have direct connections with all of the biggest marketplaces and e-commerce platforms like Amazon, eBay, and my personal favorites, Shopify and Etsy. And then each time a customer buys a product from me, my print-on-demand app prints my design onto the product and ships it out to the customer. I pay the base wholesale product price and I keep the rest as profit. And by the way, if you'd like to learn about how I combine 3 AI tools together, Perplexity, ChatGPT, and Claude, to get free traffic and customers to my product listings, you can watch my video I uploaded last week about this. And if you want even more information, you can download a copy of my free print-on-demand ebook, The 6 Tips to 6-Figure Online Stores Follow to Make Over $10,000 a Month. In it, You will find my personal tricks and strategies that I use to come up with winning design ideas, and also the AI tools and strategies that I use to create my designs and then to market them. So, if you would like to get a copy of my free ebook, you can find a link to download it in the video description below. And if you want even more info, I also have a video course called the Ecom Clubhouse, which includes in-depth video tutorials on the AI tools I use and my strategies to research, design, create, and advertise my print-on-demand products for a profit. So, if you're interested in seeing if my video course is right for you, I will also include a link to this in the description below. Plus, another way you can make money is by creating custom print-on-demand products for people, too. And these can be insanely popular on Etsy. For example, this custom t-shirt has had 259 sales in the past 24 hours. Wow! And so with an average product price of $26, we can estimate that the sales for this shirt today are around $6,700. That is crazy. The flip side though, of course, to this incredible demand for custom products is that when you compare them to the sorts of products that I make, these are definitely a lot more work because you have to create each design individually for each customer. That's why I'll be honest, I personally prefer making one-off designs like this in my AI Etsy store. I just create one image, upload it onto a shirt, and that is it. It is set and forget. But on the flip side, custom products have more sales potential. So, I don't think either one-off products or custom products are better than the other. They each just have their own pros and cons. Either way, Nano Banana is also amazing at creating custom products. So, for example, let's use another type of popular custom product-themed pet posters, such as turning your pet into a king or a queen. And well, we can absolutely use Nano Banana to help us create something like this. The first thing we want to do is use it to create a reference image. You can ask it to create any style of image that you want. Then when you've got the image you want, just download it. Then at any time you can create a new chat and upload this reference image along with the photos that your customer gives you and get it to customize the design with them. And so as an example, I uploaded a photo of my dog Starbucks. And check it out. Nano Banana swapped the heads for me in less than a minute. Plus, another way that you can make money with these is selling them as custom digital printable downloads so that people can print them themselves. For example, right now custom anime portraits are popular. You can see 6 people have bought this in the past 24 hours. Plus, another popular style right now is Pixar-inspired images. So, for example, you take this listing here, you can see that in the past 24 hours that 25 people have bought this custom digital download. And again, Nano Banana is great at taking photos and then customizing them for you. So, I uploaded a photo of myself and I asked Nano Banana to turn it into a particular type of anime style, the cute chippy style, and it did it no problem. And here's the thing, right? When it comes to AI products, the only limitation you really have now is your imagination. And so rather than just trying to say copy the most popular listings like these, I think the key to success is to get creative and to try to come up with new design ideas for niches which other people are currently not targeting. That's exactly what this store here did. It's been open for less than a year, but it has already scaled massively and had over 8,800 sales. And it's all because they came up with their own unique niche custom AI pet portrait ideas, such as turning people's dogs and cats into hockey players, chefs, cowboys, and even astronauts. It is super cool. So then, if you'd like to learn more about how I am making money in my one-person AI business with Nano Banana, be sure to watch my next video here on screen. And I will see you in the next video.